It's Day Bish. Hey guys, what is up? It is Day and welcome back to my channel. And today I will be talking about my weight loss journey. So I'm gonna say I struggled basically my whole life with weight loss. I was chubby as a kid, never really skinny ever. I remember being like 100 pounds when I was in 5th grade. It wasn't until 9th grade was when I started to try and take control of my weight. So I lost maybe like 30 pounds. Like I remember getting high up to like 190 and then going down to around 170, kind of like watching it, because that's when you're insecure. That's where you're like really looking at yourself and the other girls in high school. That's when I kind of started to care and actually had some sort of feeling on what I want to weigh. It was around like 11th grade and I looked at my body and I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it. I hated wearing one pieces. I hated wearing like the 2-piece like cover up, and I just felt ugly. I want to do something about this. I want to be skinny. And it wasn't even a health thing at that point. It was just like, get me skinny now. Get me to be a skinny legend. Okay. So I started off again of about 190. Took me a summer, which is unhealthy the first time around. 190, and I was like, before my senior year starts, I'm gonna reach 130. I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna have all the boys look at me. I'm gonna have that story, you know, the story that in those movies that every girl has. I was like, I'm gonna be that bitch. So I went to Planet Fitness every single day. I was starting to become obsessed, right? Obsessed with like losing weight. It was hard at first. This is my unhealthy way, by the way, just so everybody knows, or you didn't understand from the 2 months losing like 65 pounds. So in those 2 months I ran and I was at the gym for 2 hours. 2 hours a day grinding, and then I was so like caught up with what I was eating, and I was so conscious about what I was eating. I was like, okay, I'm counting calories. I'm obsessing over the food, which was completely unhealthy, but also I had the mindset on finishing before senior year, so I wanted to do this so bad. So I actually ended up getting there to 135, and everybody's like, oh my god, you look so different. I had guys hitting on me, which again is like, in retrospect, probably not positive, because obviously like your weight shouldn't matter about how you can get guys or not, but it does. It does matter, and it does matter if like you have more friends and all that. So senior year I was 135 at the beginning. This is where my problems kind of came in, because of losing weight so fast and being like fat my whole life. I would look in the mirror and I would still see a fat person. Like, are you kidding me? I was 135, 5'8", and still thinking that I was overweight, like that I was fat, like thought I had flabby skin. I couldn't wear a bikini. Like, I was feeling insecure. So I got all the way down to 126, which was skinny, which I probably will never be able to do again, because at 126 I was rib and bones. Like, I wasn't terrible, but I was on the cusp of being underweight for my height, which is crazy. Fast forward a couple years, this is when I was like 17, right? So 18, 19, in college, still around the 140s, still working out, still being fit and healthy. And then comes 20. So this was kind of right before a boyfriend that I had, where my weight just took off. I was gaining a little bit during the summer. It wasn't that much, but I could notice, because you kind of notice if you gain weight really fast. You kind of notice it going around, and I gain weight mostly in my thighs so I can feel, right? And so I remember going to the doctor because I would not weigh myself because I was just in denial. I just didn't want to do it, didn't want to face it. Went to the doctor and she's like, you know, you're 165 and that's, you gained that much in 2 months, like let's just monitor it, let's make sure everything's okay. By this time I met my ex and he was a traveler, so I started traveling with him everywhere, not focusing on weight, eating whatever I want. It was like a downward spiral, guys. Like, I just remember things slowly not fitting me and they were getting tighter and tighter, and I was just in such denial, would not weigh myself, and I think I was kind of depressed now that I'm looking back on it, and where all my eating habits went. I became like a bored eater and someone who ate, like, even if they weren't hungry, oh, I want to try this, oh, I'm bored, I just want a snack, which is terrible. You need to snap that habit, terrible habit. But I just remember it spiraling out of control. And it was like 6 months later, from being 140, I was 242 pounds. 242 pounds. And I know this because I will never forget the day. We went to, so me and my ex went to Coachella, the one with Beyonce, best one ever, by the way. I had like a romper on, right? And I was having like weird stomach problems, but that wasn't the issue. So it's 120 degrees at Coachella. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ever go to Coachella, there is no AC, it is hot, it is in the middle of the desert, and it's 128 degrees, okay? I'm in this like black romper. I have a picture. I'm in this black romper and I will never forget. I'm walking around and my thighs were raw because of them rubbing against each other. And that was just like, it just punched me in the head. I was like, oh my god, I'm fat. Like, I'm obese. I knew it right when I felt that raw thigh. Girl, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying everyone's fat, but the way I carry weight, I get heavy bottomed. I'm not really, like, as you can see, you see my collarbone, I'm more heavy bottomed, but I know when it's getting into the inner thighs. So I was like, girl, you lost yourself. And I will never forget. And that's when I started to weigh myself afterwards, saw that I was, you know, around 240 pounds, and I was like, holy shit, I need to do something about that. When my boyfriend and I broke up, I was down, but I was like, I need to get myself together, I need to get my shit together, and I need to lose this weight. So I read into keto, and keto was honestly a godsend to me. I got into learning about it. I didn't follow exactly, so I would say I more did Atkins more than anything, like more than keto, I guess, but I was very restrictive like keto is with carbs. So I started following that for 2 months, September and October, and with that I drank a lot of water, green tea, waist trainer a lot, which is debatable for a lot of people, but this is what I did. I run, but 3.5 miles every day, which sounds crazy, but this is what I did, and weight trained whenever I was at the gym. The first like 2 weeks, because you're miserable, you have a headache, you want carbs, you want sugar. After those 2 weeks, I did not even crave like Reese's. It was like, I don't really want that. Like, it actually turned me off to want sugar, which is kind of crazy. So I would recommend getting into that. Just know that you're gonna have a really rough 2 weeks before you get into it. It's all a mindset, and I pushed myself. I said every single time I wake up, I had a routine. I woke up, had coffee, go on a run, take a shower, and then focus throughout the day. After those like 2 or 3 months, I got down to 164, believe it or not, in about 2.5 months, 164, and I took a picture. This was like the proudest moment of my life. I took a picture with my old shorts that were like pretty tight on my ass and my waist, and I took a picture of me in them, and like, it's such a big difference. I was trying on all my old clothes and they fit, and it was just such a good feeling. I'm down now to about 149, and I would like to get down again to like 140, 138. I did grow an inch, so I'm now around 5'8.5", 5'9". But my routine hasn't changed. Yeah, I'm not keto right now. I might go back, but I'm not keto right now. I think the second time around losing weight, you actually appreciate where you came from, and like, holy shit, I'm never doing that again. Like, I'm never gaining weight ever again. I used to tell like my boyfriend, I'm like, yo, I don't even know if I want to have a kid because I do not want to lose weight. I don't want to go through that again. Now looking back at pictures, I'm like, holy shit, like I lost so much weight and I feel so much better and healthier. So like I said, if you have any questions or any other videos you want me to do about this, I will totally do them. But yeah, let me show you my body really quick. So this is what I look like now at 149 pounds and almost 5'9". So this is the body. I need to get a little booty going on. Maybe injections, maybe not, I don't know. Don't hold me accountable for that. But yes, I lost a bunch of weight, got a little curve. But like I said, I want to do some toning. But yes, this is, by the way, if people are wondering, small, size 4 and size 4 jeans, depending, like it would be a 4 or 5. But yes, I am so happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in my next one. Leave any suggestions if you want to see any videos, and I will get back to you. Bye guys.